Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of my show. So I'm going to be sharing with you tip number 2, which is self-care is not selfish, as well as I'm going to be cooking up in the kitchen my curried coconut chickpeas with my Jamaican rice and peas. Stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, it's time for our curry coconut chickpeas with our Jamaican rice and peas. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is our curry coconut chickpeas. Alright guys, let's go through the ingredients that we will be using. So you're going to be needing your chickpeas, your carrots, your broccoli, some scallion, some sweet pepper. You're also going to be needing, guys, some onions, some Jamaican curry powder, some vegan seasoning, and your coconut milk. All right guys, now gather all these ingredients because we're going to be cooking this lovely meal today. All right, so of course guys, we're going to be using our coconut milk that is made by Goya, and of course guys, it is dairy free, gluten free. It has no gum thickening inside or any preservative. All right guys, so here we have our vegan seasoning. It's made by Bowl and Basket, guys. It's a new one on the market, so you can try it all out. And of course we have our Jamaican curry powder. All right guys, now this one is a little bit hot, but if you have the mild, go right ahead. Now we're going to the process where we'll be showing you how the meal is done. So we're just going to saute all of our ingredients, oil free. All right, we will not be adding any oil to our frying pan. We're just gonna saute them as is, and as the process continues, we will add liquid to our meal thus far. All right guys, so I just continue to saute all of my vegetables together and seasoning so that they can push out the right flavors that we want it to push out. All right guys, now remember, we're cooking bold, we're cooking flavorful, and we are cooking the meal that I know you guys will love and love it wonderfully with your family. All right guys, now no boring food around here. We're cooking up our meal to the maximum with flavors. All right guys, so as I just continue to saute all of my vegetables together, I'm going to be now adding some water to my seasoning and my vegetables thus far. All right, so just add some water to it, and then I'm just going to give this a stir after I add my curry powder. All right, now you need to put a good amount of curry powder into your pan because it also depends on the amount of chickpeas that you're planning on doing. All right, now I'm going to be adding my vegan seasoning. Now this is a chickenless seasoning, guys, and what you're seeing on the front is tofu. Now guys, obviously the seasoning does not want to come out of the glass, but guess what, it has to come out either way. So we just need a little bit, not a lot, so that we can have our meal well flavorful. All right, now we're giving it a stir just to ensure that all of our vegetables are properly coated with the seasoning that we just added to our pan. And we're just going to continue doing this for a short while. All right, now we're going to cover our pan and allow it to steam down for about 1.5 minutes, not too long, so that all of our vegetables can nicely push out its rightful flavor. Now when we come back, guys, this is exactly how you want your seasoning thus far to look with your added curry and your vegan seasoning thus far. You want it to be looking just as lovely like this, and I already can promise you that it is smelling great. It is smelling wonderful. And we just need to add our chickpeas right now. You throw all of it in at once, and you want to now stir your meal so that all of your chickpeas will be properly coated into your curry sauce that you just made from your curry powder, your vegan seasoning, as well as your additional seasonings and vegetables that you already have in your pot. Now we're just going to cover this for a short while. A maximum of 5 minutes is good. We're just going to cover this, allow it to steam down lovely so that the curry can boost over all of your chickpeas and be all wonderfully golden yellow, guys. Yes, yellow like the sunshine of the Caribbean. Yellow, 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 yellow like the carrot, yellow like the sweet pepper, and looking lovely. All right, guys. So this is what it will look like when it starts to steam down lovely. You realize that the curry is now becoming real dominant in the meal, and this is exactly what you want. So while you're doing your meal, if you realize that the curry is not as dominant as you want it to be, then feel free to add more to your meal. All right, guys, feel free to add more. Now I'm going to be adding my coconut milk to my meal, guys. Now this is where the curry coconut comes in. All right, so now I'm adding my coconut milk to my meal, and this is why the meal is called a curry coconut chickpeas, and that's because I added coconut milk to my curry meal. All right, guys, now this is going to give it a really creamy, wonderful taste that is quite different. All right, so after 5 minutes of covering my meal, it now will look like this, guys, smelling all good. I mean, it's smelling up my entire house, and I'm appreciating the fact that it is well flavorful right now, guys. This is completely flavorful. Now remember, you want to ensure that your meal is properly coated in the curry sauce. So you want to just continue stirring to ensure that you have no abundant peas. All right, the gravy is looking all thick and nice, and this is exactly how we want our meal to be looking thus far. Now you don't want to turn your fire up too high. You want it to stay on a nice semi-medium flame so that it can take its own time and cook properly. All right, so now guys, we're going to be adding our broccoli to our meal because it is almost finished. Our meal is 95% finished, guys. Yes, very simple, very easy. So we're just going to stir in our broccoli and to ensure that it is fully coated in our chickpeas that is quite ready. All right, guys, now we don't want our broccoli to be too soft or overcooked, so you put it in at the last process when the meal is basically finished cooking. All right, we just want to stir this all in and to ensure that all the pieces of our broccoli is fully covered under our sauce, guys. I'm telling you, this is a protein blast meal. This is a protein loaded meal, guys. You want to ensure that when you're having your vegan meals that you have a good balance of protein. Now guys, that little piece right there, it seems as though it does not want to be covered into the sauce, but it has to be covered into the sauce because guess what, it is all going into our tummies. And so guys, we just continue to stir our meal, and just to show you what it looks like thus far, for me, I would add a little bit more water to my meal so that I can have additional gravy. That's now looking like this, guys. So I just added a small amount of additional water to my meal so that it could push more gravy for me. Now this is a wonderful the meal look, guys. Look how that looks. Just take a look of how wonderful this meal looks thus far, guys. All right, it is looking great, smelling great, and of course I can promise you that it is tasting just as great as well. All right, guys, remember, comment down below and tell me if you're trying this wonderful meal. I want to know, I want to know, I want to know. And I want to know also if you shared it with your friends or your family and what their feedback is on this meal. All right, guys, that's how wonderful my gravy looks. It's thick, it's creamy, and of the right texture and body that I need it to be. All right, guys, so take a look at my curry coconut chickpeas, guys. It is looking great, smelling great, and it is perfectly done to my suit. Take a look at these big scoops, guys, as I show you the magic that happened in my kitchen thus far. Isn't that looking wonderful, guys? I promise you, this is looking so wonderful, tasting wonderful, just the very same. All right, guys, take in my curry coconut chickpeas, and I hope yours is looking just as great. By the way, guys, if you don't mind, take a picture of your meal, put it in the comments below, and let me know. Now it's time for my Jamaican rice and peas, guys. All right, so here I have my washed rice. I have some chopped onions, some scallions, some salt, the balance of my coconut milk, as well as my 100% natural vegan sugar. All right, guys, so these are the ingredients that I will be using for my meal. Now, this sugar is quite new. I've never seen it on the market before. It is a vegan 100% natural sugar, right? I cannot pronounce that first word, but yes, it is a sugar. And I know, of course, guys, that it is 100% natural. So here I have my washed rice. This is about 3 cups of rice that I have here. That's going to be serving both myself and my entire family for the week, all right? Well, not the week. Let's say two days maximum. Yes, 2 days maximum is good enough for us. All right, guys. So here we have our peas that is well cooked. And this is the small American red peas, guys. We have it well cooked, and we cook this for approximately 25 minutes to 30 minutes, guys. And it all depends on how soft you want your peas to be as well. My peas is well soft at this moment because this is the way how my son loves it. And this is the natural red color that your peas will push off, all right? So no need for any color adding or anything like that. Your peas will push off the right color that it needs to push off, all right? So guys, we're going to be now adding our seasoning that we all chopped up nicely for our rice or peas water thus far. And we're going to be just adding that and giving our pot a nice stir as we allow everything to be properly marinated with each other, all right? So we're also going to be adding now our salt, just some salt, a small amount of salt, guys. Remember, not too much. No, guys, when you're doing the Jamaican rice and peas, you need Scotch bonnet pepper. I don't have any Scotch bonnet pepper, guys. But guess what? If you have your Scotch bonnet pepper, go right ahead and put your Scotch bonnet pepper inside, all right? So I have my sugar. I'm just going to be using 1, and this is a teaspoon that I'm using here, guys. So just 1 teaspoon of the sugar here, or just a little bit bigger than a teaspoon. One of that is just perfect that we will be adding. Now we're going to be adding our coconut milk that we have thus far. Now, just as I told you in the previous meals, this one, the coconut milk allows the meal to be really creamy and of a really nice taste and texture, all right? So it has a creamy texture and a wonderful flavor, guys, that I know you will love. So no need to worry if what taste does this coconut milk has. It has a tropical, wonderful taste. All right, guys. So now I'm going to be adding my rice to my seasoned peas thus far. I'm going to be putting in all of my rice all at once. Everything, guys. We ain't leaving anything. Giving that a stir just to ensure that our peas and our rice has been lovely combined together. Right? We want everything to be combined all well together, guys. Not leaving anything behind, because the peas has a way where it can be stuck to the bottom of the pot, and you don't want that, all right? So you want to ensure that everything is properly even throughout your pot. Your rice and your peas is properly spread throughout your pot, all right, guys? So this is what it should look like when you're stirring. Now, guys, after 10 minutes, this is what my meal looks like thus far, all right? Normally, all the seasoning will come up on the top of the rice once it is steaming down all lovely. You just need to take your fork and give it a nice stir so that also the rice at the bottom of your pot can come to the top, and what's at the top can go to the bottom so that it can be properly cooked right throughout, all right? So as I continue to stir my meal, I hope you are doing the very same as you're watching the show. Just to give it a nice stir, not too much now to flip everything outside the pot, but you just do it gently and lovely so that everything can be properly cooked throughout your entire pot, all right? Yes, guys, this is what your rice and peas supposed to be looking after 10 minutes, guys. This is what it's supposed to look like. So we're just gonna cover it back up, and this is what our final product looked like. Now, guys, the steam went up into my camera and it's a little bit dark, but there we go. The color is all back, guys. The color is back. And look at my wonderful Jamaican rice and peas, guys. This is smelling so good. Just take a look at the way how it looks. It is properly cooked throughout. It is shelly. It is tasting, guys. I taste my pot, you know. I taste my meal. I don't know about you guys, but I taste my meal and it is tasting lovely, guys. So go right ahead and taste your meal, because this is my wonderful Jamaican rice and peas that I will definitely be serving up with my curried coconut chickpeas, guys. This is a meal, I'm telling you, it's my Sunday special, Saturday special, Monday special, everyday special, guys. Everyday special. And I know you guys will love it just the very same. Alright? I know you guys will love it just the very same. So go right ahead, guys, and ensure that your rice and peas is looking just as lovely as this. Alright? Just as lovely, guys. Ensure your rice and peas is looking like this. Yes, guys, so my rice and peas is looking lovely, and I'm now going to be showing you some big scoops of exactly how my rice and peas look. Now, of course, guys, you need to also remember that this is a protein filled meal, right? Your red peas is filled with protein as well as other health benefits. This is a meal that is completely filled with health benefits to your body. All right, so it's not just eating vegan food for eating sake, but it's eating your food that is very healthy. Now, guys, it's time for us to plate this wonderful meal. All right, so we're now going to be adding our rice and peas, guys, to our plate. Now we just have some fresh cucumber on the side. That's what I choose to have with my meal today. You can choose to add whatever fresh vegetable you choose. All right, so now I'm going to be adding my curried coconut chickpeas, guys. Yes, the name sounds just as lovely as how it looks going into my plate right now. I'm telling you guys that this is a meal that you all need to try. Don't be afraid to live bold, live free, live conscious being a vegan. All right, take care of yourself, just as the tip says. Take care of yourself, because taking care of yourself is not selfish. Now, guys, look at this yummy meal. Oh my God, it is so yummy. It is looking great, smelling great, tasting great, bursting with flavors, and of course having the wonderful colors of the Caribbean. So, guys, for me, for you, for all of us, let's embrace this very meal. Tell me down below if you like it. Rate, share, subscribe, tell a friend about this wonderful meal that you learned from my channel. All right, guys, now remember, this is for me, it's for you, it's for all of us. Now taking this wonderful meal as I show you the final product, what it looks like. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Remember, like, rate, share, subscribe.